Piledriver podcast. Let's go. We from the O. You need to know. We got Mike, Vince, and Tony on the show. Piledriver. Piledriver podcast. It's the Piledriver podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, your boys are back with another episode of the Piledriver. I'm the best in the world, Mike Allen. To my left is the hop himself, Tony Forge. And down low is my man, Stabby Vince.
What's up? What's up, babies?
Nothing, tired. Long weekend for your boys here.
We had a long weekend.
Yeah, y'all did a lot.
We killed it.
I was chilling.
I'm gonna throw flowers out just because she's right here, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way so she can hear me. Shout out to Amanda for hanging out and taking Zoe and getting Zoe out to games all weekend while I was away. Big help.
Absolutely.
Much girls did do. Zoe won both games on Saturday. Sunday was not as nice to them. They took the team. She played for two different teams this weekend, and one team they won, and she went and played for her Cheetahs on Sunday, and that they had lost on Saturday to a team. And Sunday that we almost had them, man. It was the last run. We tried to get a comeback, and sad, kind of short but good.
Is it usually that oh, you froze? Damn.
That's okay. He might be coming back.
I thought he just stopped talking.
Lost me.
There we go.
Lost me. But anyway, shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. Zoe killed it. Shout out to Amanda for driving the kids around and doing the mom. It's appreciated.
Yes, sir.
But yes, like Vince said, we were on the move. The Stabby one and myself went down to RSW for the first annual hoss fight.
A lot of big men slapping meat.
Bro, I'm telling you, Tony, we're going to get right into it. We got, as you can see on the card, wrong one. That's not the one I put up. That's not the one I put up.
Oh, my bad. Shit.
I'm like, you're clicking it too.
No, I'm clicking it.
All right.
I'll leave it alone. I got it.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yes.
We did have the hoss fight. All of these men that you see pictured here were in singles competition.
Minus
Well, I was going to get there. But to determine who was the best big man in RSW in West Virginia. Couple guys on here that we haven't seen before. I know I haven't seen before, at least. Vince, I know at one point we had to message our good friend Tommy because somebody was trying to identity theft him. That being the man, I think he's actually the first match here. So let's, oh no, that's not it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what order they were in. My bad.
Yeah, that's all right. They didn't have it in order, so we know what order it was in. But yeah, on the left there, coming out the BBC Big Black.
Oh.
Better watch out, Tommy.
Wow.
Watch out, Tommy.
Wow.
So immediately I texted Tommy, and I'm like, yo, this is gimmick infringement. Like, you need to talk.
Gimmick infringement, dog. Right?
But Big Black Carl, the name definitely fit. He was huge. This dude, I'm talking, he was like 6'7". He was bigger than Paxton.
Oh, no shit. All right, then.
Bigger than Paxton.
He towers over me.
Big, yeah. Noah Ray, the Iron Bull, first time seeing him as well. He said, "Is that a flyer for the show or a billboard?" It was on a billboard actually. They needed a billboard so they could put all this meat on.
No shit though.
But yeah, Noah Ray, my first time seeing him, he had I don't know, a cohort.
Crony, yeah.
Well, yeah, a crony. He had a crony with him by the name of Scott Anderson. And at one point in this first round matchup, Tony, these dudes tried to pull a twin magic on Big Black.
Oh, for real?
The Bella twin magic, yeah. Like,
it didn't even look that similar.
No, they have like completely different hair. Scott doesn't have any facial hair. Like, I was like,
love it.
Yeah. So needless to say, it was caught on very quickly. But Scott Anderson was able to provide enough of a distraction to where when Talise was throwing Scott Anderson, telling him to switch, you're not Noah, get out of the ring, yada, yada, yada. Noah was able to slide in, roll him up, and hook the trunks to get the dirty win and move on in the tournament. Come to find out, man, this was not going to be a one-time deal for these cheaters, dude. These dudes cheated all night long. All right.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. What we got next? Okay, this was the next match. But it was, the old adage of wrestling, cards subject to change. Christian Noir had come down with a sickness and was not able to make it.
Sorry, I had to.
So me and Vince, we're on the way down there, and you see on the card, you see one half of the RSW Tag Team Champions and Big Hungry Cody Gray. So Vince and I are sitting here thinking, we're like, where's Paulie? Like, Paulie's a big guy.
That's a very good question. Yeah.
He's a big fellow. Why isn't he in this Hoss tournament? Well, lo and behold, the wrestling gods spoke. They opened the clouds and shined through. Unfortunately for Christian Noir, he was not able to compete because he was exactly. And Paulie Kilpis stepped up to the plate. Paulie Kilpis versus DD Vice in the first round. We all love DD. Saturday Night Special. We saw them a couple weeks ago at Neo Pro in that Easter Basket Massacre match or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, absolutely love that.
That was, so we already knew this was going to be a hard hitter. Saturday Night Special has, legitimate readiness, that, legitimate number one contendership gripes, I would say, to those RSW Tag Team Championships. So DD Vice getting to face Paulie kind of, softening the competition, I guess.
Makes sense.
This was a great match.
This was
a good match. Paulie's so agile for a big fella.
There was no potatoes involved this time, though.
He did try a cookie. He did have a cookie.
Oh,
okay.
Cookie. Okay.
He pulled a cookie out of his pocket and tried to bribe DD Vice, and DD Vice slapped it out of his hands. You want to know?
I think DD Vice doesn't like sugar.
I don't. Yeah,
that's more likely to work than a potato, though. Like,
I don't know. I ate the potato. I didn't eat the cookie. So
yes, you did. You didn't have that cookie, but you had a cookie.
Oh, I had a lot of those cookies.
Shout out to Papa Dakota. Mama, oh, Sneaky Ends in the chat. Mama and Papa with the cookies. Oh, dude, them cookies are so good.
What I do for a cookie, it's like giving a Vince a cookie,
He did it all for the cookie. He did it. That's what Joe just said. He did it all for the cookie.
He did it all for the cookie.
Great. This was a solid match again. DD Vice able to pick up the victory and move on here. So you gotta wonder, singles match, that singles competition, does that translate into maybe a future tag team title shot for Saturday Night Special?
At least some momentum. Gotta feel good about it.
This was the next match. So pretty sure after this they're in order, and then we just got to go back to the other matches that were sprinkled in between. This match, all right. Look, first off, let me just say that this match went hard. I love both these big men very much.
I'm not sure if I'm familiar with Tommy Irish.
Okay,
so you are.
Let's just cut it.
Yeah.
Let's just cut it real quick. It's not Tommy Irish. It's Tommy Hamilton.
Yep.
Tommy is going by his name. He doesn't want to be a moniker anymore. He wants to be Tommy Hamilton. So the big brutal Tommy Hamilton, I believe is what they were calling
it. Brutal Tommy Hamilton.
Brutal Tommy Hamilton. So I'm about it.
Tony, I will correct you. Actually, you are very familiar with him. We saw him as we sat front row at Neo Pro, one half of the other tag team in the main event.
Yes, of course.
Yes, he was the one that was right in front of us. He was with
Gino DiCaprio.
Gino, and he was the one they did the fucking 3D to Mike Contos.
Yeah.
Yes, that is top.
R.I.P. Mike Contos.
This match went hard.
Mike's bed.
This match was phenomenal. This match was ended with a nasty kick. Vinny
love
of the band. Yeah, me and Vince came up with a song on
It's like a torpedo kick, man. He jumps into the air.
Yeah, he went to the corner. He tuned up the band. Unfortunately for brutal Tommy Hamilton, he turned around and he found out that Vinnie Maverick is just a nasty boy.
Yeah, he is. I wish I could sing it right now. My voice is shot from this weekend.
Oh yeah. But yeah, he won this match with the nasty shin music.
Nasty
God, I
shit
love
music.
that. Yeah. Oh.
So it was phenomenal. This was a great number, first round match. Vinny moving on. And then the last first round match of the night was Cody Gray versus Huck Sawyer. And Cody just dominated this kid. He was a big Huck Sawyer's a big fella. They saw the Sawyer brothers at one point try to take the tag team titles from the Feisty Boys.
Correct.
That did not work out so well for them. And this singles match did not work out so well for Huck Sawyer.
There was one specific spot I want to touch on was that Huck Sawyer actually tried to suplex Big Hungry outside of the ring, and instead he caught a receipt.
Yes,
we definitely took one on the non-padded. There's no padding.
There's no padding there.
It was just all floor, linoleum and asbestos and all. So
I do got another spot in this match I thought was pretty cool. At one point, it looked towards the end of the match, Cody Gray went to finish it off with a spear, and it didn't look like he was happy himself with the spear. Like he speared him, but he didn't get all of it. So it looked like Huck tried to sidestep it a little bit, tried to get out of the way. But the match, he had been beaten up pretty much. So he didn't get all. He caught a little bit of it. Cody caught a little, half of the body. No, Tony. He laid down like he was going to pin him. And then he was like, picked Sawyer up, threw him back into the ropes, and speared him again.
Good. Good.
And I'm talking, he cut him in with this one.
No, we're not ending like that.
Cody Gray moved on with, just emphasis in this match. It was a great
Hell yeah.
match. And then the last match before intermission, the women's championship was defended. But I'm just going to preface this. You see this nice, sweet-looking little girl on the left, the one that was on the podcast with us, and she was real nice. She was
so sweet, nice, and
innocent. Cordial. Yeah. Very polite. Yeah, she was not that person anymore last night.
Things
not
changed.
You guys
no.
Cold shoulder.
I mean, she wasn't over mean to us, but she wasn't nice.
What are you talking about, Mike? She didn't even say hi.
She was mean to the kids. She said straight up in the ring, I'm here for a paycheck. I don't care if y'all cheer for me or not. Yes!
Wow.
Comes to the ring with her own bottle of hand sanitizer, Tony, spray bottle, and disinfects the turnbuckles.
Wow.
So I don't want to
that's
they're gross.
That's great.
Top-notch work from Ava Brooks last night.
Very good. Very good. I didn't realize there was the Haas fight. I didn't realize they were having the women's match, so I popped up the cards for tonight and it saw her on there, and I was like, oh, I really want to see her in action live.
Yes,
so
yes, I was excited to see her last night. We've seen her once before down at RSW, and like I said, that was what prompted me to invite her on the show. She was a totally different person since winning that AIWF championship. She's, hey, she came up a little short last night, dude. I'm telling you, she was this close to walking home Ava 2 belts.
Yep.
Lexus Sin able to retain that RSW Women's Championship in a pretty solid women's match. I'm not gonna lie, probably the best match I've seen from Lexus Sin.
Nice, good, okay, good.
It was yeah, but Ava, totally different person. So maybe we need to, we gotta get some more footage from her, see what's going on. RSW, known for their fire ass 4-way matches. Once again, did not disappoint. Very familiar with all of these guys in the ring, minus Kevin Tyler. It was my first time seeing him, and he actually did a great job.
Okay, he looked pretty good out there. All 4 of these guys put on a real great match. We're very familiar with Vance, Kryzak, and Marcus Twist. I was actually really excited to see Vance and Kryzak go 1-on-1. for a little bit there because those guys have definitely a history between the two of them. They are also very similar in size, stature, and also the way they move. Marcus is much more of a deathmatch guy, so seeing him kind of use his methods in the mix of a fire ass four-way was awesome. And then like Mike said, we're not very familiar with this Kevin Tyler dude. And he put on, man. I mean, he looked pretty good out there. All four dudes just really laid it out there. Kryzak was on top of those rear naked chokes, though, man. Pretty sure everybody caught one.
Every competitor caught a rear naked choke. Kryzak showed up last night with a brand new look. Mm-hmm. He has shaved off all the hair. He has went like he says, it's time for a new him, a new Kryzak, a more violent Kryzak.
Longer mustache Kryzak.
He showed that last night. I mean, dude, he killed last night.
Yeah, no, he showed
one
up.
One of these men killed last night. My big, I guess, disappointment, you could say, out of this match was fatal four-way. We know that there's no disqualification in one of these matches, and we did not see Marcus Twist kind of try to bring anything of outside interference into play.
That's on me. That's my bad. I forgot the PDP pizza cutter.
Okay, that's okay. I mean,
next time. You need to keep it in your car.
We
did
just
keep that thing on me.
We did catch another coast to coast. The coast to coast for Marcus Twist yesterday was phenomenal. Vance Desmond with that amazing Death Valley driver into the top rope. He broke up a pin yesterday, Tony, with a lowdown that was just straight stretch. It was crazy awesome. Great match. Kryzak. I think it was the stomp. I think Vance Desmond stomped Kevin Tyler, curb stomped him.
Correct.
And Kryzak slid in the ring and chucked Vance Desmond out and pulled out the dub.
Okay. And when Mike says slid, he actually meant to say slithered like a snake because Kryzak kept doing this little slide in at these perfect moments.
It was very Randy Orton-esque.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a phenomenal match, man. We don't have any more match card for the rest of the stuff. Obviously,
I got the notes here.
But Cody Gray moved on, and he would end up facing Vinny Maverick in round 2.
Correct.
And Didi Vice would move on to be facing Noah Ray in round 2.
Noah Ray ended up using some of those same tactics he used in round 1 to get one over on Didi, unfortunately, and he ended up moving on to the finals. Vinny Maverick and Cody, that was a match. I mean, I love.
I was gonna say, how's that?
Great.
This match was good. Cody, both of these men, very much loved down in West Virginia.
Yes.
On the plus side, though, let's just talk about this real quick, Vince. I didn't even think about this. We got to see Big Nasty do the thing 4 times last night. 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Once before, 4 times. Him and Cody at one point when they got into the ring, Tony, because Cody, pulls his mask off. He does this thing.
Right.
Comes Big Nasty out. He likes to yell too. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, we're about to have us a yelling match.
Screaming match, dude. It was great.
Scream at each other. And this match was hard hitting. They went up top. Cody tried to get our. Vinny went to do the nasty salt, and Cody power bombed him off the top.
Oh, nice.
The nasty quake.
Yes, the nasty quake. Sorry. Nasty quake. That is what the moonsault is. That is what he would like the moonsault to be called. The nasty quake. So, it is. Just been this match was the best. It was probably one of my favorite matches on the card.
Agreed. And then we ended up seeing the final as the main event, and that ended up putting Noah Ray versus Vinny Maverick together to decide who was going to get the shot at that internet title that Matthew Taylor holds. This was not the way I expected things to go either, to be honest with you.
I not really familiar with Noah Ray, but I did not see him making it past the way he did. But again, he used those Ric Flair type tactics the whole night. He was very cheaty. He was very Eddie Guerrero-ish.
Can you say that again? Cheaty. I love
he
that.
Was cheaty.
Oh, he's so cheaty. I want to give him some. Cheaties. I love that. I want to say that more.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a solid match. It
Make
came
that
down.
into a shirt.
It's so cheaty.
It's so cheaty.
Like even as a referee, you need to be like, don't be cheating.
Don't be cheating.
Don't be cheating. Yeah.
Did you just come up with the first Piledriver podcast, dude? I love this.
But yeah, was a great match to end the show. Again, Noah Ray tried multiple times to cheat. Scott Anderson tried to get involved. Talise finally fed up with the bullshit of him, sent him packing. And once she sent him packing, it was all but death for Noah Ray. Vinnie Maverick reigns supreme as the first ever RSW Hoss Fight champion.
Hell yeah, man.
Let me just say this too, because this was one of my favorite calls from last night, Vince. As you know, Tony, Vince and I got to do commentary last night, and at the end of the show, because like I said, he got to do it 4 times. At the end of the show, I just, had to let everybody know that the best big man in West Virginia is from Ohio.
Gang.
Just say it. Just
saying.
They brought out their best. The Mountaineers. They just couldn't stack up to the OH. So Big Nasty, reigning supreme. He will get to challenge Matt Taylor for that internet championship at a future event. We're not quite sure on that yet.
That's gonna be sick.
When that match will occur. But yeah, we will let you know for sure.
RSW has 3 big events coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, man, they've been posting stuff like crazy.
Well, Vince will be next. So Tony, you're coming Neo Pro, right? Are you guys? I thought you were
yeah, we have that in our calendar already.
So so that weekend, so we're going to talk about breaking down. We're going to talk about Power Slam that me and Vince went to today, and then we're going to talk about breaking down barriers coming this Saturday at Lorain County Community College. But the week after that, we are going to Neo Pro Wrestling.
Whereas
but
I
Vince
will
not be with us. Vince will not be with us. The Stabby.
Oh, you can't make it?
No, I already have a booking.
I didn't know that.
It's okay.
Unfortunate.
It's okay.
Stabby Vince will not be with us. But Stabby Vince will be covering RSW while we're covering Neo Pro. So everything works out.
It's the best part about being collective here.
I don't know what.
Definitely.
I know that they on the 9th, I believe, is the Mother's Day Massacre show.
Correct.
Yes.
And then on the 10th is it's called Sidewinder.
Yep.
So the logos, we haven't got any matches yet announced for those. As soon as they are, we will be sure to let everybody know. The logo, the Sidewinder logo, looks real cool with our logo right next to it.
Yeah.
Everything's black and white. So shout out
it's kind of spidery.
RSW. Yeah, it looks like it's a symbiote Spider-Man kind of deal.
Yeah, there you go. Yes.
I like it. But yeah, so we'll get on those as soon as we know. You will know. And then today we went to Power Slam Pro Wrestling, presented the Red Brand. And, Newtown Mall, New Philadelphia. Great. Dude, I love the venue. I love Power Slam setup. Like, dude, it's in a fucking mall. Like, could you imagine going to the mall in your heyday and you're just like walking through, you got your fucking John Face, you just left Gadzooks and shit, and there's a wrestling ring.
Suncoast.
Yeah, right. Like I'm hanging out at Suncoast. We left Spencer's with my friends to laugh at all this shit. And you walk by a storefront and there's just a wrestling ring, and they're like, yeah, come on in, general admission tickets are $15. Like, dude, it's such a cool venue. I love it so much. They put on a great show.
Dude, that's an idea.
It was actually my first time coming to the Red Brand. So shout out to Sid for having me. It was a good time. Matches were a little rough today. Dontavio, for some reason, got put in a triple or a handicap match.
Handicap, correct.
What?
Against DLA and Dio Salvador.
And ending in a DQ.
And dude, I had to throw it out. I worked this show as referee. I've warned Dio Salvador multiple times that he had to keep getting. It's a handicap match, but it is still a tag. It's not 2-on-1. Right. You have to make the tag. You still have to follow the rules of a tag style match. Dios made his way in and would not listen to me. As a referee, I can only count to 5 so many times before I have to make the choice to disqualify you for not following the rules, asshole. So, you didn't follow the rules. He got disqualified. Dontavio ended up winning the match, but that did not stop DLA and Dios, the La Revolucion, from just absolutely beating the shit out of Dontavio. So,
no good.
We're going to have to find out where that goes. The Anywhere, Anytime title was on the line. It was successfully defended by Crowley. I feel like every Anywhere, Any title match, anytime, anywhere, is that what it's called? Anywhere, Anytime.
It's it's a 24/7 Anywhere title. Yes.
Okay. I feel like those matches should always be hardcore matches. Like there should be no rules.
If it's like anywhere, anytime.
I mean, I assume that if you if I was to let's say that you run down on him, Tony, because I can just toss my ref shirt on you.
Right. You always have it on.
You run down on him in the parking lot. You just hit him upside the head with a chair, sure. But I guess if they put a match on, it's a sanctioned match.
It's a sanctioned match. Yeah.
Right, cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he defended that successfully. We actually saw the return of one James.
Oh, you better watch it. He's gonna sue
Power Slam Pro Wrestling.
Can he sue you?
He can't sue.
Never mind.
Yeah, you don't want to hear his Pangean law, man.
Yeah,
I think Jimmy Johns maybe could sue him, but I don't think he could sue you.
At least a cease and desist.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, he was back in action. That was a good match against Jimmy Jammer.
Jimmy on Jimmy action here.
Yeah, that's Jimmy on Jimmy. It was Jimmy on Jimmy action type deal. We also had what was match 4?
JP11 versus Mr. Mustache.
Mr. Mustache.
And I hate to put it on him. I hate to put it on him, but the crowd did vote that I had a better mustache than Mr. Mustache.
The champ is here. The champ is here. You're gonna have to go back 5-10 minutes, Vinny. We already talked about you. You missed it.
We already talked about sexy boy.
Very heavily. Yeah, we were.
He's a nasty boy.
He's just a nasty boy.
Give him that nasty chin music.
That's what he does when he
That's good shit. That's good shit.
The nasty chin music.
That's good shit.
Oh boy.
So yeah, JP11 versus Mr. Mustache. This was a pretty solid match as well. I know that Mr. Mustache tried to get one over on JP11 more than one time in this match, tried to trick him. JP said, "You're not going to poke me in the eyes again, right? You're not going to." And he said, "No, I won't." And he, put his hands up. They went for the test of strength. This dude comes out and like this. He forgets to uncross his fingers because he's lying the whole time. Back and forth match. JP11 ended up getting the win with the BFT or BTE. What do you call
it? I think BTE.
What's the thing, Tony? The LA Knight thing. The one you do.
Oh, blunt force trauma, BFT.
Yeah, BFT.
BFT.
Yeah, yes. So JP11 ended up hitting him with that. Mr. Mustache tried to backslide. JP11 caught him and ended it pretty quickly there. Co-main match was Truck Morris defending his Red Brand Ohio State Championship against the Pop Punk Prince, our boy RJ Jones.
That was a good match.
I love this match. This was good.
RJ unfortunately was killed in action. KIA. I had to call for CPR. Oh yeah, and also Michael.
You forgot all about me.
Two men died in action this evening.
RJ was killed in action, but let's not forget Truck running full force across the way while I'm trying to check on Jonesy's ankle. I turn around and Chuck just runs right into me.
As he says, Truck Morris runneth over Mike Allen.
I was not able to get out of the way fast enough. I didn't see him coming.
My man Mike Allen looked like Yamcha, straight up Roman Reigns.
Just slumped me. I bounced off the buckles. It was
BED.
Satch came out and saved me. I don't know what happened after that. So the match was good up until that point.
I thought Dagan saved you.
No. Dagan came in and finished the match for me.
And then Satch
came out and saved me. So the Iron Satch
I mean, I was getting pushed around by Truck. I wasn't trying to get in there.
The syndicate was very, very mean this week.
I mean, Sid runs the show. What do you expect?
And then our main event was the Bouncer trying to take away the heavyweight championship from Sean Blaze.
Now, this was originally scheduled as a triple threat match. The music played for Mars Crest to come through the curtain, and unfortunately, they were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, no Mars. So
unbeknownst to all of us, it ended up becoming a one-on-one match, and Sean almost lost his title multiple times.
Yes, the Bouncer was very close to taking that off of him. It ended up, the syndicate getting in, or not the. I'm sorry, I apologize. La Revolucion,
Yes.
Dio Salvador, and DLA once again making their way out. Who knows? Maybe the syndicate. They've been hired by the syndicate. Who knows what's going on here? I know they came out and jumped Bouncer. Bouncer was pissed off after the, obviously because
I mean they also jumped Sean, if you remember.
Oh, okay, so yeah, they just jumped everybody.
Dios ended up hitting Sean.
I did not see him hit Blaze, so that's why I assumed he was, taking that side. But yeah, this match was just two vets going at it.
And they showed.
So good showing, good job today by the Red Brand. Again, thanks to Boston, Sid out there holding it down. Black PPW Black Brand is back next week, Sunday, May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. It is Star Wars Day. Sadly, your boys will not be in attendance. We have prior obligations. So, now let's get to this week. This week, we have one of my favorite shows. I love breaking down barriers so much. Not only is it always just, a great show, all the performers really put down, but right there at the top, the benefit for the Friends of Murray Ridge. We are out here trying to help, and it is a big help. I love it so much. They get involved, they come in. It's again, I'm so pumped for Saturday, guys. Let's preview some of these matches. Let's talk about this one right here. We got the team on the left, Cash Inc., who have not been on the same page at all
in a long time.
Going up against the team.
Gavin.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen Gavin in weeks.
Yeah.
Going up against the team of All Day, who won that big tag team match the last match.
Yep.
Ashton Day and Aaron Alloway finally on the same page. Cash Inc. couldn't be further apart. Boys, what's going on here? Is Cash Inc. able to reconcile their differences to get a dub, or just team All Day?
I don't think so, man. Honestly, I don't think so. I think we might be seeing All Day going for titles. Cash Inc.'s got a problem.
We definitely have a problem on their hands.
We did see Skylar show up on Turmoil at the end of the Ashton Day Chris Onyx match and absolutely spear Ashton, just wrecked.
Yes.
So Ashton, again, we didn't see him last week on Turmoil. Maybe he's nursing some injuries. Skylar tried to take advantage. Again, we'll see what happens on Saturday. But Team All Day is running. And
Aaron just had a match with Alex Daniels. So
yeah, he's not going to be 100%.
So we'll see what's going on there. That again, this Saturday tag team action. This one. We saw this. We saw this match on a Turmoil, and this match went to the limit.
Oh yeah.
Chris Cole. Once again, he has asked for a rematch. He has been granted a rematch for that Fighting Spirit Championship, and he will Pastor CeeLo will try to once again beat the mega power, the mega legend, Killer Chris Cole.
Whoa, Mega
Sure.
Powers. Hold on, man. We're
No,
not
the
Mega
Mega
Power.
going
The Mega
in-
Power.
Single.
The Godfather of Mega.
There
The
you go.
Godfather of Mega
Godfather of
versus
Mega.
the God-fearing man of Mega.
Yes, you're
but you have to also include El Tic Taco because the last few weeks we've seen them. It's almost like they've somehow fused together or whatever it is. So will this
something's going on with their
I'm
psyche?
I don't know what Tony's smoking.
I don't know, man. Just saying.
Yeah.
Something's
Pastor Stilo gets hit until Tic Taco falls off the apron.
Exactly. So something's going on there. Hopefully Chris Cole doesn't have to, contend with both of them. But they are, I guess the portal has made them one.
Yep.
Oh.
This
match about to go hard.
This match is about to go hard.
Like a pirate goes hard.
I've said this multiple times on the show. One of my favorite all-time indie legend wrestlers, Matt Cross, Son of Havoc, M-Dog. Matt Cross, dude. It's Matt Cross. Teaming up with Bryson Teller.
One of our favorites.
To go 2v2 with Vincent Nothing and Christian Napier, who at the last event caught a victory over Matt Cross.
Yes.
So I actually had to throw Vincent Nothing out of that match. He tried to get involved once or twice and tried to actually put hands on Matt Cross. I was going to just go throw the match out. Matt Cross said, no, we're just going to get rid of him. And, unfortunately, it didn't work out in Matt Cross's favor as Napier still picked up the victory. But now,
even Vincent Nothing, did he get disqualified against Teller? Was it? He had the
he didn't get his 5-minute match. He didn't
beat the 5 minutes. Is what Teller had 5 minutes. Teller beat the 5-minute challenge.
He was on. They had the opening match on Chillin'.
Yes, and Ritters.
Yeah, Ritters, that's what it was.
Yes, kept putting his hands on Ritters, and Ritters he pushed Ritters down, and Ritters disqualified.
That's right.
Vincent Nothing is on a rampage. Honestly, he doesn't care about getting a win. He might not care about getting this win. It might be about destroying Matt Cross and Teller again. I mean,
no, you're not wrong, dude. It could very much just be an all-out, drag-out brawl.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be war.
This match, okay. I'm not very familiar with Brutal Bob Evans. I know that he is a legend in this business. I've heard.
ROH legend for sure.
I've seen some stuff from ROH. I know that he is a very big presence. People respect him very, very much in this business. He's going one-on-one with Cole Johnson for the Infinity Championship.
The Southern Sinner himself.
So
the indie legend killer, as he has named himself. Is this going to be another one?
That's the big question. I mean, that's really all there is to talk about in this match. Is Cole going to not add another legend to that belt?
Yep.
So we'll again Saturday, May 3rd. Front row's been sold out. General admission still available.
Oh. I can't wait for this match.
This is another match that's going to cook, dude. We saw the Unchained Brandon Day at the Neo Pro show. Him and Ashton Day had a great match. Alex Daniels has had banger after banger after banger here. Unable to get that title back from Kalam because of the interference, the distraction. I won't say interference because he didn't do anything. The distraction from Mr. Crummels cost Alex Daniels that title at Chillin' Like a Bill. So him going in, trying to get back on the winning track here, this is a big test. Brandon Day's coming in. I believe this is his mega debut.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him. I think the Neo Pro show was the first time I've seen him.
I've seen him in a few different places, including Exodus and Neo Pro, but I don't think I've ever seen him at Mega. Yeah. If anyone out there is listening, correct us if we're wrong.
And yet, is Mr. Crummels gonna be involved in this one also. We haven't really seen them
Oh, he's been messing
interact.
with Alex.
Well, I forgot at this last past turmoil. Yeah.
We see Mr. Crumbles this past week on Turmoil. He was back at Mega.
Right.
He picked up a big win over Martian Webb.
They had a stare down at the end of the show, and Mr. Crumbles again didn't really do anything. So you have to think he's going to be the presence. Man. Exactly.
Trying to get in Alex's head.
Mind game.
We got another tag team match as two guys I am not familiar with, Leon Lewis and Mosh Pit, will be making their Mega debut as well to go against the vice department at Bear City. So Detective Norm and Deputy Vito. These guys might have the good stuff.
They might.
They look like they have
Mosh Pit. Mosh Pit definitely looks like he carries around the good stuff. At least I
don't know.
Maybe
I think Leon looks like he looks like he has good stuff, man.
Leon looks like he might pay like 15 for a gram, bro.
It's a different kind of party, but they both party.
So another tag team match. This one should be good. Bear City Vice. They've been on a little roll lately, so time will tell. And then I believe, that's okay. So right before our main event, this is one of my favorites, the Breaking the Barriers Battle Royal. We have everybody you see in there pictured. We have, B-Boy Bowers and Funky Yoder, the Bull Rope Bully Mike Michaels, Dr. Cree Fudo finally making his return.
Ashton and Day's in there. I'm not sure why that.
I was gonna say I see Ashton in there. I see Norman.
Maybe I'm wrong.
In there.
Maybe Norman
double
They might be pulling it. And Jimmy Jammer is in there.
Yeah.
But you do have Wrath in there as well. You do have RJ Jonesy in there as well. You do have Tessin, who's been on a tear lately.
On a tear.
Don't forget the malls in there.
Top right corner, buddy. Next to Ashton Day on Ashton Day's left. All right. The return.
That's right.
The return of my boy.
The West Side Luchador.
The West Side Luchador is coming back, and he's trying to go back to back here. He won the Breaking Barriers Battle Royal last year. He's trying to go back to back. I don't think that's ever been done. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then last but most certainly not least, we've seen the confrontations. We've seen these men face to face. The Mega God tries to take off the title of the Demon King. Like
God versus King.
Yes. It's just gonna hit hard. I can't say anything else about it. It's not gonna be pretty.
Physically.
Yeah.
You ready? I'm stealing it. He's one of my favorite commentators. The good old JR. This is gonna be a slobber knocker, dude.
Yes, sir.
These guys are just gonna beat the hell out of each other, and I cannot wait.
Maybe a pile driver in there.
Bro, you gotta watch Onyx. Gotta watch out for that demon spike. Pile drivers and matches.
But then the Demon King himself has to watch out for that drive-by, bro. I've seen Onyx take out so many people that drive by.
Spine busters.
Claymore.
Onyx has a killer
Took me out with a Claymore.
Yes, he does. Onyx has a killer repertoire, and he could very, very much walk out of LC3 with that type.
Yes, sir.
The only way you will know is if you come to the show, hang out with us. We're going to be hanging out at Lorain County Community College.
Buy the ticket, take a ride.
Damn right, baby. So that show is this Saturday, like I said, at Lorain County Community College. General admission tickets are still available. Come support a good cause. Come hang out. There'll
be some awesome action going on.
The Demon King just dropped a new shirt, so come out and cop that. It'll be available at the show.
That's sick.
So yeah, May 3rd, general admission tickets still available. We hope to see you there. And then next week we'll be talking, talking about what happened, a little fallout, and getting ready for Neo Pro 3 with Enzo Amore.
That's gonna be a good show. I just popped up the match cards on Facebook. I didn't realize they had dropped all of them. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show.
Yes, I'm excited for that. It should be a phenomenal show. I know that we have a last man standing match between Jimmy Shane and Ashton Day for that heavyweight championship. So we're gonna see. But that's all we have for tonight. Like I said, we had a long weekend. Everybody's got to work in the morning. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. Vince, flowers.
Oh, yeah, brother. I got a couple. First and foremost, I just want to shout out our boy Dakota, Paw Pod, RSW. Thank you for taking care of your boys yesterday. Thank you for the cookies. Thank you for everything. Shout out to the Clarksburg crowd down there. Shout out to all the people in the kitchen hooking us up with the chili dogs and the nachos. Shout out Sid Scott. Thank you so much for having us today as well. Always a pleasure working for you guys out there at Power Slam. Thank you for the food there as well. Actually, it was kind of wild. Me and Mike were talking about it this week. It was very self-sufficient for the both of us. With promotions feeding guys like us, keep us coming back very easily. My last bit of flowers to give, Paulie Kilpis. Thank you so much for buying me and Mike our hotel room. That was a very honorable notion there. So thank you so much, Paulie. I will share a potato with you anytime.
He told us it was like a drug deal. He said the first was free.
Yep, first one's free. He knows he's gonna be coming back. He knows he's gonna be coming back.
And so that it was a good night. My flowers are going out to everybody at Power Slam, everybody at RSW. Shout out to Tim. He had some stuff to do with his family last night. So he was at a wedding. He was not there. Pop killed it.
DVG killed it.
Clarksburg showed up, dog, last night. It was a good show. Drew the Werewolf in there said, make sure you get your tickets for PPW Black this Sunday. See him howl at the moon. But yeah, so big shout out to everybody this weekend. I had a great time. And then obviously shout out to the Yo Stabba Stabba. I appreciate the drive, my friends. It was as always I had a blast. So back to real life tomorrow for all three of us. We hope to see everybody this week on Thursday night on Turmoil.
Hell yeah.
On Mega Championship Wrestling's Facebook and YouTube pages, Twitch, we're all over the place. Find us. And then if we don't see you at Turmoil, hopefully we will see you Saturday at the show at Lorraine County Community College.
That's right, baby. Come support a great cause.
All for us tonight. Y'all have a great night.
Later.